Hey guys, okay. So, I don't know what I want to do a video on. I guess I'll do, a kind of reflection on, the concert, because I really haven't done a reflection on anything for a while. Last thing I did was, I think, was on my grandma's funeral, and I really wanted the kind of series to kind of take off, so I guess I'll do that. This was not my first concert, unfortunately, but I am going to do it for this year, since it was the most current.
More like Rippleface. But you said your last name was Barker. You lied to us.
Ooh, I lied. I'm a hardened criminal. What do you expect? I'm gonna get my money. Where is it? I left it under the seat. Wait a minute. You've already found it. Now give it back.
We didn't find any money in the truck. Also, why'd you bother telling us that whole story?
I like a good story. Not enough dilly-dally. This suitcase is loaded with dynamite. Now hand over my money, or I'll blow us all into the next century.
Cool! Time travel. Not what he meant.
So, July 30th, wow. June 30th was the concert, and I invited a few people. I invited my mom and my dad and my brother, like every year. I invited my grandfather, like I did every year, and my cousins, my aunt and uncle, if they want to come, and yeah. And then this year I invited my friend, who I met a few years ago in college, and she was able to come. So yay! So a few things. A few weeks before the show, me and my band were talking to our instructor, because he was our drummer this year.
What are you talking about? Why would you quit?
And you know, we were saying, like, did you, like, order anything, or, like, are you all set? And he said he ordered a 6-foot, I'm not kidding guys, a 6-foot beach ball. It was huge. So we tried to blow it up in one of our band rehearsals, but the compressor we had wasn't work. So, me being a girl, I look at the directions, and they said you could either use a hair dryer or people power or an air compressor that would fit, because the thing where you blow it up is huge. So they ended up doing it with they ended up having a few different people blow up the whole thing. It was huge, and then it took 20 minutes to deflate. He also had a regular sized blow up banana. It was like a banana balloon kind of thing, and my voice coach was carrying it into the studio the day before the concert, and I had my voice lesson the day before. And so he's like, help me carry this in. So I carried the banana in. He's like, that doesn't say anything dirty on it, does it? And I look at it and I'm like, going bananas. I'm like, nope, you're good. So long story short, it didn't say anything dirty. And then since I was in there for my voice lesson, I had to print out lyrics, and I never used lyrics on stage before. Just really never felt the need to. Not saying that I have the most incredible memory ever, but I do have I do have a pretty good memory sometimes. And the point is, you don't want to have to use the lyrics on stage, but sometimes it's good to have them. Especially where we're a learning concert kind of thing. Like we learn, like it's a studio where you learn and you're learning, and it's not like unprofessional or anything. And I think I heard once that they that even professional singers have lyrics somewhere on stage, like electronically or something, whatever. You never know. Yeah, I had lyrics on stage for the first time in ever, which was kind of cool. I never had that happen. This is my first year of never singing a solo, So I only had to do band songs this year. We did I Lips Are Sealed by the Go-Go's, you know, the one. It doesn't matter what they say, and they just games people play. Our lips are sealed, that one. That one was kind of hard to relearn because I grew up with the Hillary Haley Duff version. If you guys grew up with that too, you know exactly what I mean. And if you ever looked at the lyrics, some of the lyrics are different in the second verse than in the Go-Go version, so I had to learn the Go-Go version instead of the Hillary Haley Duff version, so that was kind of hard to transition, but I did it. And then we did Don't Stand So Close to Me by the Police, which that was the one song that I was gung-ho for since the beginning. So the fact that we did it was really cool. That's the one that goes, young teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. And I love that song. I can relate to it so much.
I cannot believe Lou quit. What did you do? Excuse me?
And
Sorry, what's happening?
cool thing is I got to wear a police concert tee to the concert, which was really special because that was like my initial idea. And the thing about it was especially hard on the guys in the band because a regular rock beat is like 4 beats, but this one had more of a
What are you doing out here? Why are you
reggae
hanging out with
beat.
the world's oldest traveling salesman?
Whoever you are, not a good start.
He's an old bank robber.
What?
And he thinks we stole the money he hid inside that truck.
I'll take care of this.
Look, sir, I know these kids, and when they say they don't have your money, they don't. So if you'll excuse us, we'll be on our way.
He's also got a suitcase
So
full
they
of
were
money.
really gung-ho on trying to learn it, which I really appreciated them
When I called you old, I meant wise.
Quiet.
because, you know, I really loved the song and really loved the idea.
Bingo game at 7.
And then
Don't give me back my money.
we did Blink-182's All the Small Things. All the small things, true care, truth brings. So that was really cool that we did that.
Yes.
We were going to do it last year, but we threw it out at like last minute.
What's the plan?
And so we decided to add it on to this year's.
Think of a plan. That's all you
So my voice instructor Tony was our drummer. He was actually the drummer for all bands this year. There was just kind of conflict with like other
I can
people
hear
who
you.
play instruments.
I may be old, but the batteries in my hearing aid are new.
So,
What are we gonna do now? Wait it out. He's
you know, it was really interesting having my friend there, because she's never been to any of my performances. Like I said, we met a few years ago in college. It was been like 2 years since like we last saw each other.
It's been
Well, except then because we saw her at like lunch. It's because I had lunch with her like a few weeks before the concert, and so seeing her again was good. But like as I said, it was like 2 years since we last saw each other before that whole lunch ordeal. So it was kind of like nerve-wracking. Like
Of course we are.
when she first met me, she had no idea I sang. Once we talked more and more, she knew I sang. She knew I sang at lunch, and she finally got to see the proof and how it pays off. I was there half an hour early for the concert,
Oh, we were talking about the stone.
and my voice coach was busy, so I didn't go say hi to him. I thought I would just leave him alone because he was busy. So he probably waits until after like the second performer and calls me.
Really?
Like, who's calling me? Like, everybody who would possibly call me, well, except my brother who lives in Cali, but everybody else is here at the concert. So I take out my phone, I'm like, oh my god, was my voice coach? I was right in the same area. He was right, like,
I love you guys.
he was
too.
probably 2 feet away from me. I'm like, or maybe 10. I'm like, hello? He's like, hey, are you on your way? I'm like,
The whole disco craze.
I'm here. He's like, you are? I'm like, yeah. He's like, where are you? I'm like,
For each other.
somewhere in the back. He's like, oh, okay, well, see you later. I was like, uh-huh. It was the weirdest call I've ever got.
Man off and left me alone to rot in jail. Then I never heard from him again, not even a postcard, which would have been nice.
Wait a minute. They are the richest people in Mooserum. Or they were until Emma, Ravi, and Zuri showed up.
After the police took you away, they must have come back to the truck and taken the money.